What's up, guys? This is Joel, Punisher's Paintball. We got Media Guy Doug here. We're here to do some paintball news for October of 2022. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys do, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming, and we've got some exciting news for October leading into November.
Into November for
not December. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys after the intro.
I'm so free.
Are these?
How much are these, Doug?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny that you should ask. They're $149.95.
Not bad.
We figured it was really bland with just this table, so we figured we'd set something up. We've got the new bandana series of the JT Pro Flex.
Available at Punishers.
Available at Punishers in all three colors, red, blue, and white. I definitely like, you like the white.
My first choice is this order is my choice order.
Gotcha.
Number 1, number 2, not buying that one.
I'm going to build a white, like a white frame, black lens. It's going to look sweet.
Oh.
I'm excited for that build. All right, guys, so we're here. It is kind of like beginning of October. We're here to talk about some paintball news leading into World Cup. World Cup's coming up next month, middle of November, and I guess that's our first big topic, obviously.
Yeah. Yes, we're going to start with that.
So with the NXL World Cup, we got a few things to talk about. First, who's going to win the series, who's taking the semi-pro title, and then the other thing that probably is most important is what do we think if there's any products coming out. So let's talk about who's winning the Pro Series.
Oh, man.
Who do you like, Doug? Or who's winning World Cup?
I was going to say, who do I like and who I think is going to win are very different answers.
Okay.
I really think it might end up being Dynasty again, dude. They have been coming out absolutely swinging, especially with adding Archie. They're lights out at a lot of events right now, and they've got a streak going. I realize they've started to kind of drop off a little bit, but at least for the series, I think they are, as long as they place, I feel like they could take it. Trying to remember other placements throughout the season. I'm actually doing pretty poorly with that, but they are constantly in the conversation right now. I think Dynasty has definitely been back for a few years, and I think they're going to stay back for a while.
Yeah.
Much as I love Heat, I don't really think they're a contender.
I think they're third in the series overall. I'm pretty sure Dynasty's first because they've won
At least 2.
The other exciting thing is that I just looked at the standings yesterday, and at Columbus level, our home team is actually placed 6th.
Yeah, they've been top 10.
Shout out to Columbus level for really killing it.
Talk about a come up story, and they have been consistently just
Good.
pushing their way through.
They haven't really had a really crappy event as far as placing like 19th or 20th.
Not this year, no.
Yeah.
And they have had some roster changes a little bit, obviously, with adding Chase and then picking up Carl, but otherwise, man, that core group of guys has stayed pretty consistent, which I think really...
Since they were literally D4.
I know, literally, and that's the thing, is they've played together for so long, and I think there are truly 2 ways to come up and enter the pro division. There's the, being a contract killer, play as many teams and events as you can, and just get that experience, get that under your belt. But really, I think coming up with a team and being able to work cohesively with people over time, I think that is what carries you through long and continued success like we're seeing with Level. So absolute credit to them. Nothing replaces hard work. That's all I can say about that.
And then for semi-pro, I think it's a battle between Blast Camp and Paintball Fit, so that's going to be exciting to see. I think that Blast Camp, I really like Blast Camp as far as that.
I'm
a lot of people are. Yeah, Paintball Fit, they basically, that's AZ Dallas reformed.
Yep.
I think the Distortion guys, which is some of the old TMG pros, I think that they are looking like they're in the running as well.
Okay.
So there is that. Most importantly, some people probably care about that, but most importantly, let's talk about products.
Yep.
What do we think's coming out of Cup, or what exciting things can we expect at Cup? What do you think, Doug?
There's definitely going to be a gun from someone. I really wouldn't be shocked if it was Planet, just because they've been on kind of a track record this year so far, releasing. What it is, I'm not sure. Probably CS line. That's the one we haven't seen something from in the longest time. But I don't really know what more you could do to that thing. So if anything, I could see it being a 2.5 or something like that.
Gotcha.
I don't see a full redesign of the platform coming, but I'm gonna speculate something from them.
What about a new Geo, like a Geo 4.5 or something like that?
That I think that could be on the table too, but maybe less likely because that did come out more recently.
That's fair. The CS2 and then the CS2 Pro. The CS2 Pro has been discontinued for a little bit of time.
That's true.
There has been, I mean, they had the GO4 was last year.
Yep.
Obviously, the LV2 just came out. They
3.
just released the ETHA 3, so like their lower end model. I mean, so I'm going with, if they do release something, they're releasing probably a CS line,
Yep.
like a renewed version of the CS.
I agree. I think it's going to be CS.
If
line.
that's the case, or they could also be releasing, like, maybe they come out with another mech gun possibly.
That would be cool. By the way, are mech frames still available, or are they hard to get right now for the
Mech
CS2?
frames. No, you can still get them.
Okay.
Yeah, still have them.
Because I know, speaking of Cup, I will be playing some 7-man mounds with my cousin, so I'll be using my Shocker with a CC frame, but had a couple buddies that were talking about joining us for that have CS2s, and I wanted to know.
What do you think is DLX/Shocker coming out with something? I mean, because you have the TM40 that was
That's
last
been out
year.
for like 2 years now.
The Shocker amp has been out for like
For a while.
Joe,
you know what? You're right.
I think
wouldn't
it would be
surprised
kind of
if
a
they're cooking
curveball. I
something
think everyone's so fixated on like playing it with the LV2 and everything that like they've kind of forgot about Shocker and the TM40. And I think like maybe there's a chance that there's a Lux,
You know what?
or not
Hearing
a Lux,
that-
but a Shocker.
No, I'm going to say no Shocker, Lux platform update. That's what I'm going to say.
Really?
Yep.
Already?
I'm gonna-
It's only been a year.
I think it's been longer. Because the TM40, so I was out at
I think it was last year.
Sunshine State in 2021, which was April.
Yeah.
April going into May, and the
Yeah.
TM40 was already out.
Oh, okay.
So that's coming up on 2 years now.
Yeah.
Because we knew about it before it dropped. That,
Yeah,
like-
but the amp was before the.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. It's been longer. You're right, but
I think if they're gonna do something, if they were going, if there was anything in the works, I think that they revisit the amp and make it something. I don't know what the hell you.
I don't
do
know
with
what
it,
else you
but
could do to
yeah.
it other than like making it standard to have a
battery
lever
and-
ASA and toolless battery. Yeah, that's
that
like
kind of stuff.
functionally though, like just the bolt and how the thing shoots. I
Let's
wouldn't
talk
change the
about
thing.
the longest standing. Okay, what about the other two that we need to talk about? Is Die.
Okay.
I mean, talk about Field 1. So I think Die is
Well-
kind of interesting because the M3 Plus has been out for 2 or 3 years.
Even longer.
So is there a new M platform marker in the works? Because they just released the DSR Plus, so it won't be that, right?
I
Most likely.
have zero intel or connections with Die at this point, so I have not heard anything.
We're just
but
speculating here.
based on amount of time, you're right. It has been long enough.
I'm going
not
by amount of
surprised.
time, you
Yeah.
know, because like in the timeline sequences of events, what makes the most sense for each one? I think for Die, it would be an update to the M3
To the M
Plus.
series.
You
That's
know?
you know what I think that's fair. I think it's
If
been
they
long
do.
enough. If they were gonna release anything,
Yeah.
they did just release the mech frame for the DSR Plus as well.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
a mech
true.
frame for
That's
the
true.
M3.
So maybe they don't do anything.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
What about Field 1?
They're no, they haven't updated those guns. Like it's still basically a Bob Long. from
I heard
forever
that there
ago.
was something in the works with the G6R. This was like not told to me within the industry. This was just
Hearsay on the field.
You hearsay on the field that they're working on a new G6R platform, poppet valve.
Okay.
So that would be really cool.
finally an answer to
If
the
they-
LV platform, right?
Right, 100%. So that would be kind of interesting. There's been like this renewed interest in G6Rs because of the LV2.
Yep. People want to see some competition again and stop having this dominant monopoly on that.
All right, guys. So we'll see. Oh, the last thing is there's been a lot of hints. There's I think a new HK loader coming out.
I haven't seen any of this. That when you texted me about
if
this,
you
I
go on
haven't seen any of it.
HK's Instagram, there's like a video of them shooting it, and it's definitely not like a TFX loader.
Okay.
So I think that there's something coming out because they're teasing it themselves. So it's definitely coming. Does it come at World Cup or does it come later? Does it come before Christmas? Who knows? But
Is this the video you're talking about from Windy City?
no, nope. Oh, it's somebody shoot other way.
That's the top one.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was on their story. But needless to say, guys, there was like a
this
hint.
video of
So-
Bonnie's drop.
All right, next up, Bunker Fest is released that they are going to have 5 events next year. 4 or 5 events.
They're gonna make a full series.
They are going to make a full series, which is very interesting. They announced that it's going to be a $150,000 payout. As far as not like one single prize, but
no,
like
but total for the year.
total for the year.
But I mean, divide that by 5.
150,000. So like our guys played. Some of our guys played it last year
And what took first?
and took first,
Down in,
and they
Louisiana.
won. Correct, and they won like 5,000. I asked them, I was like, "Did it cover all your expenses? Plus, did you make money?" And they said yes.
So the idea of making
Interesting.
money in paintball again at the divisional level might be back.
That is really,
Man,
really cool.
Listen, I'm gonna go off for a second. I know we don't retail under products right now, but I'm sponsored by Under. I love them. I love working with them. I love what they're about. They do support veterans. They're veteran owned, and just like they also, man, like just their stuff is so nice. And like this idea for Chris to bring it back, because Buckenfest had been around a while before. I love that he's bringing it back and he just wants to make it about the players again. Plus, aren't there like some differences in the rule book too, like no chin straps and like they let the players like curse and talk shit about it, like overshooting isn't a penalty or something like that.
Sure.
Like, I'll have to look into that for you guys later. But
yeah, I mean, if we really want to mix it up, there needs to be a circuit that's like 15 balls a second.
Yeah, bring it back to.
But that's a whole separate discussion. We've already had that discussion, Doug.
We have. There's
on another
video,
so check that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that's really interesting that that is the case.
Yes.
Next piece of news, not so exciting, unfortunately. We were unfortunately notified of the news that Bobby Aviles passed away. I believe in August.
Yeah, that was.
So unfortunately, he was a long-time pro player for a bunch of different teams. Was a bunch of friends with basically everybody in the industry. Seemed to be a good guy. I personally didn't know him, but. He was somebody that I knew as somebody growing up into the sport.
Like, I've known that name forever. I just never got a chance to meet him.
Right. So unfortunately, he passed away, and it was kind of like, to my knowledge, it was an unexpected thing.
Oh yeah,
so,
100%. Just like with Tim.
Rest in peace, Bobby.
That's absolutely rest in peace and condolences to the family. Hate to hear about that, especially in this community.
Last but not least, guys, Paintball Extravaganza 2023 is moving to Florida next year. So it is no longer going to be held in Washington, D.C. Why is that exciting? For the retailers, it's really exciting because we don't have to freaking go to D.C. in February. We can actually go to decent weather. It's been something that has been talking about for a long time. Why is that exciting for the industry? Because I think that more people are going to come.
Paintball lives in Florida. Like every major event, really, college nationals, World Cup, like all these things always happens down in Florida.
Yeah, I think that like more people are going to be like the retailers and the brands are going to be more incentivized to go because they're going to have a better experience, and maybe it brings back this culture of releasing products at Extravaganza because like right now it's kind of like some products get released at Extravaganza, some get released at Cup, some get released in the middle of the year. Like the LV2 was literally on a Facebook Live, you know
like
what I'm
right
saying?
Before an event, like
right before an event. So there's like, I think it'd be really interesting and exciting for things to go back to Extravaganza because it would bring a lot. I know that like from what I have been told from people that have been in the industry longer than I have been, like that. Back in the day, like it was a huge event.
Yeah,
tons of retailers.
I've never gotten to go. I would really like if my boss at this paintball store took us, and I got to go cover it one year because that would be fun.
Yeah, stay tuned. It's coming in February. So, all right, guys. Well, that's it. That's all we got for you guys as far as news. It is kind of like end season, so there's not much exciting going on as far as events or anything else like that. But stay tuned. We will be coming to you at World Cup, both on Instagram as well as, obviously, we'll be doing YouTube videos of walk-arounds and vlogging and all that good stuff. So there is that. And excited to see what comes and what exciting news, upsets, and products and all that stuff.
I'm just really excited for Cup.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys next time.
Use the link in the description to buy things for Punishers. Bye!
I'm so free.